Hello, Days of Our Lives say that Chad DiMera's life could be in serious jeopardy, thanks to Clyde Weston's sinister schemes. Clyde has long coveted the DiMera fortune, but now he's decided to go to terrifying lengths to seize it for himself. His latest plan could spell doom for Chad, and the stakes couldn't be higher. As the story intensifies, it becomes clear that Clyde will stop at nothing to achieve his goals, even if it means pushing others into morally impossible choices. Clyde Weston is a master manipulator, and his target is the DiMera Empire. From the outset, Clyde's goal has been to get his hands on the DiMera fortune, and he's willing to use every devious tool at his disposal. His first step? Positioning the fake Abigail to marry Chad. The scheme involves a shocking twist. Clyde intends for Abigail to become a DiMera widow by any means necessary. And for this to happen, Chad must die. As Clyde's plot thickens, it becomes apparent that he plans to eliminate Chad right after the wedding, ensuring that Abigail will inherit everything. This would leave Clyde in a position to take control of the DiMera wealth through his puppet bride. The week of October 7 to 11 brings a pivotal confrontation between Clyde and Mark, during which Clyde's true intentions are laid bare. In this chilling meeting, Clyde reveals the full extent of his plan to Mark. Chad must die, and Mark is the one who has to carry out the dirty deed. Initially, Clyde plays on Mark's medical expertise, suggesting that Mark's access to lethal drugs makes him the perfect candidate for the job. Clyde envisions a scenario where Chad's death appears to be the result of a sudden illness, ensuring that no suspicion falls on either Abigail or Clyde himself. Killing Chad in cold blood? That's something Mark cannot fathom. He tries to reason with Clyde, pointing out that there are other, more ruthless people Clyde could call upon to handle the job. But Clyde is unmoved. He insists that Mark, with his access to the necessary drugs and his ability to cover up the crime, is the only one who can pull this off without raising suspicion. For Mark, the choice Clyde presents is gut-wrenching. He's not a killer, and the thought of taking Chad's life horrifies him. But Clyde knows exactly how to manipulate those under his control. He plays his trump card, Mark's mother. Clyde threatens that if Mark refuses to go through with the murder, his mother will suffer the consequences. The doctor is now trapped between saving his mother and becoming a murderer. It's an agonizing decision that leaves Mark paralyzed with fear and moral conflict. However, despite Clyde's threats, Mark is not about to cave in so easily. Deep down, he knows that killing Chad is something he could never live with. The life of an innocent man, not to mention his own sense of self, hangs in the balance. Desperate, Mark makes a decision that could change the course of everything. He decides to confide in Marin. When Mark reveals Clyde's plan to his sister, she is equally appalled. Marin, a fiercely protective woman, refuses to let her son be blackmailed into becoming a murderer. Together, they make a pact. They won't give in to Clyde's demands, no matter what the consequences. Instead, they'll fight back. Mark and Marin hatch a plan to stop Clyde once and for all. If they can't outmuscle Clyde, they'll outsmart him. They know that confronting Clyde directly would be dangerous, but perhaps they can lay a trap to expose him and bring his evil plans crashing down. Working in secret, Mark and Marin begin gathering evidence against Clyde. They start by documenting every detail of Clyde's plan, preparing to blow the whistle at the right moment. But Clyde, as ruthless as ever, isn't likely to go down without a fight. He senses something is amiss, and tensions start to rise. Mark and Marin must walk a fine line, pretending to cooperate while secretly working to destroy Clyde's ambitions. The stakes have never been higher, as one wrong move could cost them everything, including their lives. As the drama escalates, viewers can expect a heart-pounding showdown between Mark, Marin, and Clyde. Will Mark and Marin's trap succeed in taking Clyde down?